turn on symmetry. So I'm going to look here in symmetry. And again, if you don't see this window, you just double click the sculpt tool. And that's the first one on the shelf right here. So let's turn symmetry to X. So I want to have mirrored effect across the X axis. So now let's say if I want to sculpt an eyebrow, we can see we get our little angry eyebrows. And, you know, if you want to do a little nose, like that. And then if you hold down Control, it does the opposite. So it actually pushes in. You could bring a little chin out, whatever, you know, like that. Little jaw. Or a little weird nose guy. If you hold down Shift, it'll start to smooth when you click. There's some other cool tools in here, like there is, you can like look through these. One of the ones I like to use is the grab tool, which is the fourth one over. And if you just click and drag, it just kind of like, it's almost like a soft select. And you could kind of start sculpting out like a cool little shape. And let's see, it's good. A weird little creature guy. Got some cheekbones happening for him. But yeah, have fun with this. Just kind of play around. And again, if you hold down the B key and middle mouse drag, it changes the fall off. So you could like, you know, you could play around with different effects here. Make like a skull. Oops, I just did something, so I'm going to undo it, hit the Z key. Back to good here. And I have like a weird little artifact on the back. You could just hold down Shift and kind of smooth that. Go back to the sculpt tool and kind of pull out where his like teeth would be. You know, you could do all sorts of cool stuff. But yeah, that's like the basics of the sculpt tool, and that's a sphere. So to kind of get out of the sculpt tool, you just hit the Q key to get to like the little arrow select tool or the move tool, you know, or whatever. Yeah, so there's that's pretty much it for the first lesson. I think that we went over. Again, this week coming up, we're going to get into that little robot, and we're going to get into hierarchies. Let me open that and show you that real quick. So that's in this like little robot cute folder. You would just, there's only one Maya file. Everything else is a texture image. So if I click on this robot cute.ma, hit open, I don't care about saving this guy. So I'm not, you know, feel free to save your sculpts if you want to. So you can see we got this cool like little robot. Maya's loading up its textures. It's pretty dark to look at, and it has like these cool painted textures on it. But if it's kind of hard to look at like that, you could hit the 5 key on your keyboard, and it goes back to like regular shaded. Actually, this is showing wireframe on shaded. So to turn that off if you want, you go up in your viewport at the very top next to view, there's shading. Click that and turn off wireframe on shaded. So now we just have shaded without the wireframe. It's a pretty cool guy. So that the thing we're going to do next week is, let's say we wanted to rotate this arm. Like if I select this, the pivot point is down at the origin. And if I try to rotate it, it's going to rotate from that point. So we need to make controls. Basically, we're going to make a little super basic rig to pose this guy. And we're going to use hierarchies to do that. And that'll be next week. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Let me know if you have any questions.